In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. All praise belongs to Allah, Lord of every world, seen and unseen, Lord of every creature that breathes, Lord of every star that burns in silence, Lord of every hidden thing beneath the soil, and every soul moving through the dark. He is the Gracious, whose mercy comes before we ask for it. He is the Merciful, whose kindness is not exhausted by our weakness. He is Master of the day when every life is gathered, every secret uncovered, every sorrow answered, and every soul stands before the truth. You alone we worship. You alone we ask for help, not our pride, not our cleverness, not the strength of our own hands, not the passing favor of the world. You alone. Guide us upon the straight path, not the path of vanity, where the heart forgets its maker, not the path of anger, where the soul hardens against mercy, not the path of confusion, where a man walks by his own dim lamp and calls the darkness light. Guide us on the path of those upon whom you have poured your favor, the path of gratitude, the path of humility, the path of truth held quietly, the path of obedience without pride, the path of hearts that remember you when the world grows loud. This is the prayer at the gate, and after the prayer, the book is opened. This is the book in which there is no doubt. It is guidance for those who seek righteousness, not with the tongue only, but with the hidden intention of the heart. They believe in what is unseen. They know the world is not exhausted by what the eye can measure. They stand in prayer. They give from what has been given to them. They do not imagine themselves owners of the bread in their hands, or the coin in their purse, or the strength in their bodies. They receive, and therefore they give. They believe in what was sent down, and in what came before. They do not treat revelation as a thing newly invented for their convenience. They know there is a chain of mercy running through the ages, from prophet to prophet, from warning to warning, from promise to promise, until the soul is asked once more to wake from its sleep. And they are certain of the world to come, not as a tale for children, not as an ornament of religion, but as the final horizon toward which every breath is traveling. These are the people who walk by the guidance of their Lord. These are the ones who will prosper. But there are hearts that will not open. Warn them or do not warn them, it is the same to them, for they have chosen not to hear. A seal has settled upon the heart. A covering has fallen over the eyes. The ear is present, but the soul does not listen. And there is another danger, more hidden than open denial. There are those who say, "We believe in Allah and the last day," yet belief has not entered them. They speak the language of faith, but not the surrender of faith. They imagine they deceive God and those who believe, but they deceive only themselves and do not perceive it. In their hearts is a disease, and the disease grows when truth is used as a garment rather than received as a cure. When they are told, "Do not spread disorder upon the earth," they answer, "We are only making peace." But peace is not made by a divided heart. Peace is not made by a lying tongue. Peace is not made by smiling toward the righteous and whispering with the mockers in secret. They are like a man who kindles a fire. For a moment, the place around him is bright. He sees the road, the faces, the stones beneath his feet. Then the light is taken away, and he is left in darkness. Or they are like travelers beneath a storm cloud. Thunder rolls over them. Lightning tears the sky open. Rain falls heavy from above. When the lightning flashes, they walk. When darkness returns, they stand still. They move only when fear permits them, and halt when certainty is required. But Allah surrounds all things. He knows the secret movement of the heart. He knows what is spoken openly and what is hidden behind the ribs. O mankind, worship your Lord. He created you and those who came before you so that you might become righteous. He made the earth a resting place beneath you, and the sky a shelter above you. He sent water down from the clouds, and by it brought forth fruit for your sustenance. So do not set up rivals beside him while you know. Look at the world. The ground holds you. The heavens cover you. The rain descends without your command. The fruit rises from a darkness you did not design. Life is given to you before you understand how to ask for it. How then can a soul forget? And if you are in doubt about what has been sent down, then consider the weight of these words. They are not ornament. They are not a merchant's speech. They are not the music of vanity. They divide the heart from its falsehood. They call the deadened soul back to life. They expose the lie, comfort the humble, warn the proud, and give glad tidings to those who believe and do good. For them are gardens beneath which rivers flow, not a barren reward, not a cold palace, but life beneath life, water beneath shade, purity without weariness, rest without decay. And Allah is not ashamed to teach by the smallest thing, a gnat, a wing, a speck in the air. The proud ask, what could such a thing mean? But the humble understand that truth does not become small because it is carried in a small vessel. A drop of water may reveal the sky. A seed may hold a forest. A little creature may humble the mind that thinks itself vast. How can you disbelieve in Allah? You were without life, and He gave you life. Then He will cause you to die. Then He will bring you to life again. Then to Him you shall return. Your beginning was not yours. Your breath is not yours. Your ending will not be yours. You are carried from absence into life, from life into death, from death into awakening, and from awakening into the presence of the one who knew you before you knew yourself. And remember when your Lord said to the angels, I am placing upon the earth a vicegerent. They saw the bloodshed that might come. They saw the disorder that might rise. They asked with reverence, will you place there one who will spread corruption and shed blood, while we glorify you and praise your holiness? And he said, I know what you do not know. Then Adam was taught the names. The world was not mute before him. Things were given shape in understanding. Creation was made speakable. Knowledge was placed in the human soul as a trust, not as a crown for pride. The angels said, Holy are you. We have no knowledge except what you have taught us, and this is wisdom. To know that knowledge is received, to know that the mind is not its own sun, but a window through which light is given. Then came the command to submit, and pride refused. The refusal was not ignorance only, it was arrogance. The soul that will not bow cannot see clearly. The heart that exalts itself falls from the garden even while standing in it. Adam and his wife dwelt in the garden, and provision was open before them. But the whisper came, the slip came, the descent came, and yet the story did not end with exile. Adam received words from his Lord, and his Lord turned toward him with mercy. Surely he is the one who turns again and again with compassion. The merciful. So the human story begins with honor, is wounded by forgetfulness, and is met again by mercy. And guidance is promised. Whoever follows my guidance, upon them shall come no fear, nor shall they grieve. No fear, no grief. Not because the road is without trial, not because the world becomes soft, not because the heart never breaks, but because the soul that follows guidance is not abandoned in the dark. Remember the favors of your Lord. Remember the covenant. Do not trade the signs of God for a small price. Do not mix truth with falsehood while knowing what you do. Do not command others to righteousness and forget your own soul. Stand in prayer. Give what purifies. Bow with those who bow. And seek help through patience and prayer. This is hard except for the humble. Hard for the proud because patience feels like defeat. Hard for the restless, because prayer feels like stillness. Hard for the self-satisfied, because humility feels like death. But to the humble, patience is a door. Prayer is a rope. Return is not terror, but homecoming. They know they will meet their Lord. They know to Him they are returning. So let the heart become soft before it becomes stone. For there are stones from which rivers burst. There are stones that split open, and water flows from them. There are stones that fall in humility before their Lord. And if even the stone may be opened, then let not the human heart remain sealed. Let the heart remember. Let it bow. Let it ask to be guided. Let it be washed by mercy. Let it return before the final return. In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. Guide us upon the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those lost in anger, not the path of those wandering without light, but the path of remembrance, the path of surrender, the path that leads home,